Going today.
Got me hot. Yeah. Got me hot.
We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Welcome to another edition of Bro Talk Live, the best show in late night for you by us, it's your main man Jason, and the director seat as usual. Thanks for tuning in on another Tuesday night with the crew. Let's kick it over. Oh, Dex ain't here, so I can't. Yeah, my normal rotation's kind of gone. Let's pass the blunt over to Ty. What up, Ty?
Excuse me. You won't be passing me a blunt and then I don't give you such activity.
How are you, Ty the guy?
I'm well. My camera looking a little weird though. Man, I'm good. Am I supposed to tell a story like that usually does?
I mean, yeah, I told you go big.
Okay, so here's a story. You ready? I actually am totally ridiculous. So I was in the bathroom and I looked at my sink and I was like, you know what would be cool if I put this little extra piece on it that makes the swivel and we put the water up, down, or over. I was like, that would be really cool. So I was installing it and broke the whole thing. It was terrible. I broke the entire thing. I had to go to Home Depot and on YouTube and learn how to install a new thing because I impromptu decided to add something. But now it looks much better. I got myself a little upgrade. So I guess
yeah, but you're pretty poor at manual activities, so I'm not at all surprised. You're pretty poor at manual activities. I feel like that's
no, but like the new sink that I installed based on my mistake is like super dope. So I'm like happy about it.
I'm sure it looks really nice, but I'm sure if I tug on it a little bit, it'll immediately.
That thing ain't going nowhere. I had a great YouTube video. That thing is not moving.
Are you going to create another Instagram page for your hardware home activities?
I really need to. When I buy my new house,
I feel like you should just have multiple YouTube accounts for just everything you do. Like you should have an education account. You should have, of course, the fitness account.
Private. I'm like super decent. I should be showing y'all what I've been doing.
Just separate accounts, though. I feel like all separate. Keep them separate, and then your ministry account, all that stuff. Eric, what up? How you doing, bro?
Hey, what's going on, man? No, I'm chilling, man. You know how I do.
Preparing for what's the cell number you in?
Yeah, cell block H. You know what I mean? You know how we do. We over here doing it big, you know.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Dex once again is out, but he is in these comments. He's tweeting "Proud of you, Ty," for I guess giving effort and telling a story.
No, he's proud of me for installing my new sink. Are you crazy?
Oh, I thought you were saying proud of you for just giving.
Y'all don't know how to do that. Like, do y'all just off the top of your head like know how to take a sink apart and install a new one? Like, who knows how to
figure
do
it
that?
out? I'm a grown man.
Man.
You think you feel accomplished?
Hell yeah.
I'm with you, Ty. I'm with you, Ty, bro. I YouTube everything, so
it works. But you know, you're not the only one who can use YouTube, Ty. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay.
So I shouldn't be proud of myself for
I mean, it's proud.
Like, whatever. Like, it wasn't an accomplishment.
Proud, you got it done. I wouldn't say proud. But you got it done. You did your job. Do you get a hand? Do you get a pat on the back anytime you go home for the day from work? No, you don't.
You know, the people I'm around,
they don't
appreciate nothing. I gotta pat my own back.
Exactly. There's no respect for men around here. None. We don't get that in my household. All right, let's move to politics as usual.
Politics as usual.
All right, let's get into this because this one has the White House on defense. House Democrats just made public a page from Jeffrey Epstein's so-called birthday book, and on it, a nude doodle simply signed Donald. Now, President Trump flat out denies he wrote it. His press secretary says it's a fake, and the president is suing the Wall Street Journal for $10 billion over how they covered the story. So the question is, Is this the kind of controversy that actually dents, the Teflon Don, or does it just get chalked up as more political theater? Here's what we know for sure. The note dates back to 2003, pulled from Epstein's so-called birthday book, basically a collection of sketches and letters from people in his orbit. I guess this is what rich people do. I've never gotten a birthday book. I can't. I mean, a yearbook. That's probably the only notes I would have gotten from people growing up. Anybody have a birthday book story or anything that you want to share?
I had a graduation book.
Okay, not the same thing, but okay. The birthday book. In this birthday book, a naked woman with a signature Donald was drawn on it. Democrats on the House Oversight Committee released it this week, arguing that it shares new light onto Trump's ties to Epstein at the time. The White House is pushing back. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says the handwriting is not the president's, calling the claim completely false. And President Trump is going even further, taking legal action, as we mentioned, against the Wall Street Journal, accusing them of defamation and demanding $10 billion in damages. Worth remembering, Trump and Epstein were known acquaintances in the 1990s and early 2000s, though the president has repeatedly said that he cut ties long before Epstein's arrest in 2019.
If you said he didn't sign the birthday card, he didn't do this, he also didn't do the check, those were in documents from the estate. So what is the working theory as to why he's in them?
The president has one of the most famous signatures in the world, and he has for many, many years. You know that, Maggie, you've covered him for a long time, long before he assumed this office when he was a businessman in New York. The president did not write that letter. He did not sign those documents. He maintains that position, and that position will be argued in court by his lawyers. The president is very confident he is going to win this case.
Now, although his signature has changed since becoming president, the New York Times has released several examples of Trump's signature over the years. As you can see here pictured on the screen, you have examples from 2001, you have examples from 1998, you have examples from 1995, all with that Donald first name and that long tail. And this is the same signature, that Donald first name with a long tail, that reportedly he signed here in this Epstein birthday book. He has since changed his signature when he became president to this sort of, looks like KKK hoods. Honestly, I've always thought that.
It looks like hoods.
It looks like hoods, right? It's like, we're coming for you. Okay. It's like a march of KKK Klansmen. But yes, he's changed it to this sharp-edged hooded figure, where it's a bunch of scribble over and over again. Conveniently, of course, once he becomes president, you change your signature because you don't want to be associated with anything with your old signature. So, gives him a reason to change it. So now we've got a disputed letter, a lawsuit with a staggering price tag, and a White House that's trying to keep focus on governing while fighting off yet another Epstein-related headline. And Republicans, well, for their point, they plan on taking the president fully at his word.
He did not sign it, so I take the president at his word. I don't think the Oversight Committee is going to invest in looking up something 22 years ago. We're going to look.
So you're just going to take the president at his word that this is not it.
What does it have to do with anything?
What does it have to do with anything? Wow, that's where we're at now, guys. How do you feel about the Oversight Committee not at all challenging this? Ty, do you think we actually reached our moment of reckoning like we thought we would when we seemingly have concrete proof that Trump and Epstein somehow are linked in all of this?
There's only one way you're going to reach a moment of reckoning, and it's if you, in the elections, get those Republicans out of the House and the Senate. None of them are going to do anything about what Donald Trump has going on. That's obviously his signature. He was obviously a part of the whole Epstein thing. He's obviously a huge part of it. He's gone through great lengths to try to distance himself, and the more he does it, the more you see that he was obviously a part of this thing. He's a huge liar. No one went back all those years and tried to get Donald Trump's signature. Because back in the day, he was somebody, but he was not important enough for someone to.
Right. He wasn't that guy.
Many years ago. He obviously distanced himself from Epstein. And gee, why did you distance yourself? Because you started doing more television. You started becoming more publicly popular, and you knew that you didn't want the stuff you guys were doing to follow you into your new life. So that's why you distance yourself, not because you thought it was disgusting, not because you were an FBI informant. Like
you're clearly proud of it. You signed your official signature with it.
And they have so many different stories for why Donald Trump was there, why his name is there, and they're just seeing what sticks to the wall. They don't even care at this point. And then the icing on the cake is, what does it matter? What does any of this matter?
Why does it matter?
Just let the guy govern.
Yeah.
Just let him govern.
Yeah. Why does it matter for pedophiles in the White House? Like, who cares? Like, that's where we're at right now, right? And it's ridiculous how the goalpost keeps moving time after time. Eric, what do you think about this whole situation and the fact that, we've been talking about Trump trying to avoid talking about all of this, obviously, for the last month and a half. And now it seems that, the big moment has come when we have kind of proof with his actual writing, his signature, that has been reproduced over the years, that has happened. What do you think about their denial now?
He had another first before you're done.
He just wants us to forget all the debauchery that him and Epstein were doing back in the day. He just wants us to bypass all of this, his past transgressions, all the failed businesses.
He wants to get to heaven.
Yeah, he's trying to get into heaven, right? I mean, all the stuff that he was doing back in the day, but like you said in the beginning, I've never heard of a birthday book. Is that one of the things that you had to do? You had to sign your name to prove that you were there.
Dex said that he had one back when he's at his daughter's birthday. What did he say? He had one. What did he say, Ty?
That's through himself. A ridiculously long.
I had a birthday book at the experience. There we go.
Like a wedding, but for himself. Everyone was wearing white. It was totally absurd. So Dex had one of those, and at that there was a birthday book.
I mean, I've never signed a birthday book. I've never done that. I've never been to.
What's interesting about this birthday book is that it seems that it was typed out and then annotated. Like he drew the figure, where is this figure? He drew the silhouette of a woman on the side of the text. And I'm trying to figure out, did he just bring this? How did this get in the book printed? And then I guess he printed it out and then just, pasted it in the book and drew around it. It's weird. It's very weird. Very weird. Trump says he didn't do it. He says it's not his language, which is fairly interesting. But.
Well, Trump just achieved another first. I just noticed he's the first president in history to be taken at his word. No need for oversight. no need to look into anything. You asked, answered, taken at his word. No need to look any further. This is the first president in history to ever be taken at his word. I remember other presidents getting shoes thrown at them, called liars on the floor. Not Donald Trump, taken at his word.
Yeah. And it's funny. Go ahead, Eric.
You just take him at his word and move on. There's no questioning him.
But when some people wear a tan suit, it's an impeachment level offense. Apparently, when Obama wore that tan suit. And, he stepped out in the White House, it was on Fox News every day. And funny enough, Fox News has been on, it hasn't gone off the air. Yesterday, they mentioned the Epstein situation one time. And that was during one show, which is the Brett Baer show. And Brett Baer is friends with Trump, but he still mentioned it. The only time that has been mentioned on Fox News was that one time, which is ridiculous. The biggest story in America right now. An impeachment level offense for every other president. Like you said, Ty, every other president will be gone. Just for Bill Clinton was impeached for consensual sex. It's ridiculous. So it is. All right. Moving on in other Trump related news. We're going to play a little game called What's Up is Down Now. Because, Trump just flips everything. What's right is wrong. The sky is red. Nothing makes sense in the world of Trump. He was at a place called the Museum of the Bible. You ever heard of that?
No.
The Museum of the Bible in Washington, D.C., I guess it's a Christian organization. President Trump celebrated what he called an 87% drop in D.C. crime taken since the troops have taken over in DC. But then he went further, saying that the number is actually 100%, but he can't rightfully claim that 100% because domestic violence, quote, according to him, shouldn't count.
No, it's more than 87%, virtually nothing, and much lesser things that take place in the home they call crime. You know, they'll do anything they can to find something. If a man has a little fight with the wife, they say this was a crime. See, so now I can't claim 100%.
Domestic violence is categorized as a little fight with the wife.
Fight with the wife.
A little fight with
the wife.
Another line that would have gotten most presidents a really, really big problem, but for him, nobody cares.
It's a little fight with the wife. Little tip.
He called it. Has anyone ever called a shot as good as Trump called before he even became president, when he said, I could walk into Times Square? What do you say? Was it Times Square? And shoot somebody?
And shoot someone. I wouldn't lose any votes.
I wouldn't lose anything. Nothing would happen. And he's right. I mean, like,
writer.
That's one. When he words that Trump was right about everything, I think he was right about one thing, and that was that he could probably shoot somebody in Times Square and get away with it at this point, because people are gonna say, "Oh, it wasn't him. It was somebody with the mask on. It was AI."
I mean, that's basically the only thing he hasn't done is just flat out shot somebody. Like,
Eric, when you hear the president of the United States downplay domestic violence like this, what's your reaction? And do you think that comments like these change the way that people can view domestic violence in the future?
I mean, I don't think what he says is law, but I mean, he downplays that. Yeah, I mean, he downplays. He tries to downplay anything that he wants to. So it's like it's bad. All right, this is year one. This is
not even we're 9 months in. It's not even a full year. It's insane. Darren said, poor Melania, a little fight. Hashtag a little fight. Yeah, it's rough. Poor Melania. Would you say?
I don't think Melania is anywhere near that man.
You haven't seen her. We have.
Has anyone seen her in this round of presidency?
Tim Cook was praising her for leading the charge with education for some reason. Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple. And I didn't understand what he meant by that, but I guess he's just trying to schmooze in order to get, reduced.
I've never heard her utter a word about education.
Ever. What would she know about education? Respectfully, of course. All right, moving on, because that's, of course, what was up is down. The Justice Department was up is down. It's down weighing a policy that would ban transgender Americans from owning firearm by labeling gender dysmorphia a disqualifying mental illness. Critics, of course, say that this is discriminatory, unconstitutional, and ignores the actual data on gun violence, which is pictured here in this chart. So the blue here is men, and the purple, the little slivers of purple, are women. Since 1966, more than 95% of U.S. mass shootings, which is shootings of 4 or more people, have been men across every racial group. White men make up just over half, with Black, Latino, and Asian perpetrators following that. The pattern is consistent, is overwhelmingly male, not transgender, and not necessarily about sexual orientation. So the question becomes, why focus on transgender people when the data is this clear? Ty, let me bring you in here. Does this proposal feel like something that's evidence-based or more about politics and scapegoating when we know that the NRA is really the problem in all of this?
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Have they ever done anything based on data? No, seriously. Has there been any data to support any decisions that everything?
One train of thought is that there's always a stat, so you can always make up. It's like pastors who preach the Bible in bad faith, right? You can always find a scripture that fits your narrative. You can always find a stat that fits your narrative. So there's always something.
every statistic that they have ever presented for anything has always been a backwards, underhanded misrepresentation of those numbers. And so, no, there's no justifiable reason why this is an initiative. This is one of those distraction, ridiculous, pretending we're doing something type of things. Meanwhile, the main thing you promised, the main reason why everybody went running to vote for Trump was that one thing, that one E word that he has conveniently forgotten about, which is the economy. You have done nothing about
Epstein. I thought you were going to say Epstein. I swore
everything. He ran on Epstein. He ran on the economy, and he's not done a goddamn thing. There have been no improvements. This is all stupid stuff. This is all stupid stuff. We care about gun control, and you pick. I'm going to use gun control. I'm going to use transgenders as our way to start gun control. Like, what's happening here?
So there was a shooting recently. I think it was like a shooting at a child's school or preschool. I can't remember if it was a Jewish school. I don't want to speak, but I think it was a Jewish preschool or something like that, or a Jewish school where kids were, murdered, and the person turned out to be a transgender person. But of course, it was the first one. So now actions want to be, enacted, instead of the multiple times when there's been white people or white straight men perpetrating these crimes and nothing has happened.
And the level of sickness, honestly, I hate to get on here and sound so. It's like so at the level of sickness that these people have is just at this point
depravity, right? That's what it is.
Yeah, so like
that's what it is.
They really, with a straight face, will just say anything and do anything.
Yeah, just to get their agenda across. Speaking of agendas, finally, Trump is again painting Democrat-run cities as the most dangerous in America, suggesting he can send in federal troops to any city in America. But here's the thing. FBI crime statistics show that many urban areas have actually seen crime rates decline in the past 2 years, which should be a credit to the Biden administration, because they were the president and that whole administration at the time. Experts say that the data doesn't support Trump's framing, and it risks fueling division instead of addressing real safety concerns. You can see here in this chart, if you go top 10 murder rates by state in the U.S., you see the red states there. Those are, designating the Republican sort of leaning states in that respect. And you can see there's 2 blue states in there, Georgia and New Mexico, that rank at around 8 and 9 or 7 and 8 respectively on this list. But of course, the top 6 are Republicans. You don't hear anything about those states getting, the forces sent to them. So, I mean, it seems like Trump's big thing. There is been reportedly a push, and this is a way that a lot of people have said that fascism takes hold, is that, the president declares a national emergency because of crime, and then he takes over the whole country by federal rule because he just keeps putting troops in each state. So that's how he ends up becoming, a dictator or an authoritarian. And that's how typically this thing sort of evolves. And we're in, like you said, the 9th month 9 of his presidency, and he's already done Los Angeles. He's done Washington, D.C. Now he's talking about Chicago and Baltimore and other democratically run areas. Eric or Ty, I'll ask both of you guys this. Is this a fair way to kind of conquer crime in America? And do you think it's kind of blatant what Trump is going after at this point?
I don't think this is a true assessment of him fighting crime. I think he's just like we said in previous issues that he's having. He's just talking out the side of his neck. He's not really doing anything. Right. He's not solving any problems. He's just adding more fuel to the fire.
Creating problems, right? It's like it seems like there's no, like, people are fine. Like, I haven't heard anything honestly about Chicago's crime statistics all year, and now he's just deciding to infiltrate just to create a story. But some people were saying was a distraction from Epstein, which could entirely be true.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, are there statistics for Are there more shootings in rural areas than in the inner cities?
And that's the
'Cause it seems
problem. It's like, yeah, how can you really compare that? Because if you go by this whole list that I put up earlier, top 10 murder rates in the U.S. by city, like, of course, all the metropolitan areas are normally like blue. That's how this works. You know, the only reason that Trump wins the presidency is because the rural areas are redistricted in a way to get more representation. And so they end up having more electoral college votes. So it's all, it's all a scam. It's all a scam. And of course, the major cities in the United States are all going to be blue leaning. So he's going to just send the troops in and say there's a problem and take over those cities and in the name of law and order. And it's ridiculous. It's Ty, you mentioned the depravity of all of this. It's just really becoming transparent, right?
Yeah, it's also Trump like, right? He's gonna do what he said, which is punish his enemies. And his enemies are the Democratic states. It's like you're going to try to squeeze them out, try to make sure they don't have any power, cite absurd and ridiculous things to try to do things that have never been done before and should not be done. And it is a dictator's playbook. And it's interesting that the people who are willing to let it happen, but also that was his play, right? To make sure when he became president this time that he would have all loyalists. But, at some point you think that maybe some of them will have some sort of a backbone. But no,
everyone's turning over. No one has a backbone. It's ridiculous.
It's sick. It's actually sick.
Yeah. Look what the cat drug in. Speaking of sick.
The cat didn't drag me in. I'm actually working.
You the only one with a job? Okay.
Right.
The only one doing meaningful work.
Okay. For Trump and his minions. I see you. Okay.
Somebody's got to defend the Constitution around here because our politicians and elected officials don't seem to be up to the task.
How do you feel about Trump sending the troops to all the Democratic-run cities instead of reaching out to Mississippi and the states with the highest crime per capita?
As a service member, I can only say God bless America. No.
And a Department of War member, right? That's what you right now.
I'm a part of the Department of Defense.
Department of War. They didn't change that.
I joined the Department of Defense. I don't know nothing about this new Department of War. Okay. I was grandfathered in. All of these new babies are part of the Department of War.
War is peace. Ignorance is strength.
Go big brother. All right. Well, you missed politics, Bill. We talked about how Trump is slowly squeezing his grip on authoritarianism while also completely ignoring whatever it is that's happening with the Epstein trial. So we'll wish him the absolute best in that.
Epstein, right? Is that even a real thing?
See? Oh, okay, Republican. Okay, we'll see you. We don't respect it though. All right, time to move on to the scoop. All righty. So it's time for Les Scoop, where we talk about the entertainment stories. Let's get into this because this has been sparking some debate online. Young Thug. I like to put the emphasis on the young in that situation. Sat down on the podcast Perspective with Bank, and he opened up in a way we rarely see. He got emotional talking about betrayal, broken trust, and even why he's struggling to make music anymore. And at the center of it all, of course, is his relationship with Gunna. In the podcast, Thug broke down when betrayal came up. And while he's been careful with words in the past, this time he didn't hold back, laying out exactly why his trust with Gunna has been broken.
The crazy part is, bro, he done already did some shit that's a violation. Don't nobody really know about it but me and goddamn Cash, XO, my brother. He already done did some shit that was a violation that I supposed to cut him off for. He already done did some shit what I was supposed to cut him off for. I just found a new way to love him. And I try to be how y'all is. I try to look at him from a different light and be like, maybe he ain't understand. Maybe he ain't know. You got to understand, bro. I had him man with me every day since late 2015. I had him man with me every day, bro. I made that man I made him a millionaire. I bought his first apartment that he lived in. I bought it with my money. I made him put his money up. Keep your money. I bought it with my money because I had a little extras. I bought that shit. I went half and half with you to buy your mama house. Your mama first house, get her out of the hood. I did that. Me. I told you to go down there to the country town and get your daddy, no matter what your differences is with your daddy. I told you that. I know for a fact, me personally, I know your dad don't look at you like a real nigga. I know that. This is my man's. Your dad is my OG. He don't look at you like that. I made you go get your dad. I made you reunite with your family and do the right thing. I just poured my all into him, bro. I gave this nigga more time than my children, bro. I gave him more time than my kids. I gave him more time than my old lady. Like, I poured my life into these people, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. It does sound like he was a really good wife to Gunna.
Yeah, old lady. I guess you could say ex-old lady now, because him and Mariah Scientist have broken up because of another video that has come out with the Young Thug admitting that he was planning on getting another woman pregnant as soon as he got home from jail. Dex said, well, wait, I was enjoying that. Well, look, there's a lot more, Dex, we got for you. So Young Thug, of course, is saying that this wasn't about one decision. It was a pattern. And the plea deal where Gunna acknowledged that YSL was a gang, that was the breaking point for Young Thug, where he said, you know, there's no going back.
Me personally, as a man, me knowing him, he's smarter than he looked. Gunna's a smart man. He let his silence make you think other things about him. He's a smart man. He's strategic. I taught him how to be. The thing about it is, when it come down to being real, the strategicness go away from me when it come to being a man, like standing on man business, a man. I know how to be strategic, but I forget to be strategic when it come to that. I'm going to say the truth. I'm going to pour it out what it's supposed to be. Life to him is just all about being strategic. It ain't about nothing about being a real man or like coming to grips with what's going on or just like knowing like I did that. You know what I'm saying? It's going to always be some strategic shit behind it.
He's smarter than he look. It's a little.
Yeah, this is crazy.
That's kind of shade. He's smarter.
That's crazy. He should have said he taught him how to be a rat because Young Thug been doing a whole lot of talking too.
He real chatty, ain't he? He real chatty.
Right, he real chatty.
And then he brought. Go ahead, Dad.
He's on some like I created him, like super
I do that.
ego trip. Honestly, if he was talking about me like that, I'd betray you too.
So you saying you wouldn't blame Dex for betraying me? Because that's exactly how I talk about Dex.
I would not blame Dex for betraying you. You think Dex is going down for you? Dex will be a damn fool. I created you. I created another one.
And then Young Thug brought up something that fans hadn't heard before.
Jason, I was trying not to play you, but you did sound exactly like you. I ain't gonna lie. I'm betraying you too. I'm not going to jail for you. You out there making people like me make another me. I'm not going to jail for you.
Yeah, I can make another you in a minute. Like what did Beyonce say?
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
And
Jason, did we
make me over and let him go to jail?
He brought up something that a lot of people hadn't known. It was that, you know, Gunna went to jail. When he came out, he was saying, you know, I got people to finance, you know, a lot of plans. I got people to protection. I got, you know, I'm over here supporting people. And Young Thug said that wasn't at all true.
When you got out of jail, you didn't help Slime at all. When you got out of jail, you didn't help Slime at all. Savage sent money to Thug. Wham sent money to Thug. Pluto sent money to Thug. Cash sent money to Thug. Drake sent crazy bankroll to Thug. Gunna didn't send no bankroll to Thug. Gunna didn't pull up on Thug mama. Gunna didn't pull up on Thug family. Gunna didn't pull up on Dolly. Gunna didn't pull up on nobody that has nothing to do with Thug. So it's no way possible you think that Elle was serious when she said you got to get out so you can help Thug. Man, you ain't get out and do nothing to help me at all. You do an interview and say, I'm providing. How? What the fuck you providing it? What you talking about? Why you ain't put up on my mama gave him nothing? So,
you really want to forgive them?
No, I don't. No, I don't, twin. I wish he did something lighter so I could forgive him. Fuck, I don't. Hell no. But I done cried many nights about this shit.
Poor Thug.
But ain't it the other way around?
Go ahead. Go. What you was gonna say, Eric? Go ahead. Ask your
Ain't it
question.
ain't it the other way around? Ain't Gunna signed a Young Thug? So ain't he
Gunna
supposed
is signed to Young Thug, yes. So Young
yeah,
Thug saying that he gave him everything, but when Gunna got out of jail and he released that album, and he went #1 with "F You Mean," and he had like a crazy resurgence. He was saying that Gunna didn't pull up on Thug's mama, he didn't give his family anything while Thug was still in jail. It's not like he was coming out to support Thug. He just came out to get his own. That's kind of what Thug is saying.
but by him getting out of jail, putting out hits and making money off for the record label, what that money going to Thug too? Like
You would think, right? You would think. Well, Thug said that he has never taken anything from Gunna, even the money that Gunna still owes him. I'm not sure about percentages. If Thug, I'm sure Thug is still getting a percentage of Gunna's
right, correct.
music that he's releasing.
He
So.
about to act like he's not doing his job.
But,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
But what Thug was saying was that other people were actually going around and making physical deposits, or like Drake sent crazy bankroll to Thug. Like Drake was sending millions of dollars to Young Thug while he was in jail. Thug's family.
Drake money, Gunna's money.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
If I found out you got money from Drake, I'm not gonna go drop my little money off. That makes no damn sense.
It's just like
bankroll, and Gunna probably know about it. So why he gonna come do the same thing? I'm like, Drake I was about to hook you up, but Drake got you straight. You good.
But what I'm not understanding is, Thug is the CEO, Gunna is the artist. So why they do that at? When the artist start taking care of the
like
CEO?
Tribute should be made, especially if you snitched on him. That you should be making some sort of tribute. Tribute.
I don't know. I've been on the streets too long. I can't get none of this.
Darren said he gossiping more than me and the girlies.
Mm-hmm.
He got that microphone.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, and this comment's tough because Gunna has said that part of the reason was to be able to provide for his people. But of course, as Thug put it, provide for who? And all of this ties back into why Thug said he's not motivated to make music anymore. When asked why he just doesn't move on with life and release his album that he's actually delayed for a couple of months, he admitted that losing his twin has taken the spark out of all creation.
Nigga, where the music at, son? You just played me some hard ass shit now. Why that shit ain't that? The fuck is a nigga thinking about? Cause I just don't got my twin, bro. I don't got my friends, bro. I'm just fucked up, right? I'm fucked up, bro. The nigga who I be with every day, I don't got him no more, bro. I'm fucked up, bro. Damn. Up, bro. I don't know what to do, bro. Like, and I ain't lose no nigga to a tragic or now. I lost a nigga to betrayal, bro. You signing that one piece of paper, signing your initials on this one piece of paper could get me a life sentence, my nigga. How you like come on, bro. I get a life sentence all this piece of paper you signed, bro. Just cause you trying to get home fast, or you just trying to get to a hole, or you just doing a certain thing, bro. And you already done betrayed a nigga before, bro. Damn. A piece of paper, nigga, you gonna let a piece of paper in all this shit? Nigga, we men, bro. We brothers, nigga. Ain't no nigga in the world making me go against Gunna. No nigga, bro.
All right.
Well, that's crazy.
I don't think y'all love me the way Thug loved Gunna.
I mean, for real. Like, he was hurt.
I don't feel that love that he gave. He on there crying and everything. I don't think I ever seen y'all shed no tears for me. I need new friends.
Keep waiting.
These big ass brothers.
Well, that's because we're not married. That's because we're not married to either way. Gunna is married to that Thug. Okay. Thug wore that skirt. They's married.
He's married to the game. You're married to the game.
No.
You're married to the streets. All that sort of stuff.
The game lives in California. We need to understand the two of them are a thing, okay? And this is a nasty, bitter little breakup, okay? And they just don't know how to live without each other's hearts. And it's a canon event when a man breaks up with his woman. It's a canon event that gets every man where he needs to be
Look,
mentally.
it's a friendship thing. Bill, you will understand. It's a David. It's a David and what was Saul's son's name? Jonathan. It's David and Jonathan thing. That's what it was.
I can assure you.
You don't know Bible. You don't know Bible.
Oh, I do. Let me tell you something. I do know Bible, okay? And I'm gonna tell you right now, what they're exhibiting took place in Sodom and Gomorrah, okay? And the Lord destroyed the town. I'm you that right now. That's the only reason they can't go like this. This boy is telling all of his business in public.
Yeah.
This should be they should release a record called 2025 David and Jonathan.
David was anointed king while Saul was still on the throne. And when his own son came to kill him, that man hid in a cave and pretended to be crazy. That ain't what's going on around here. Ain't no cave hiding going on around here. This man getting on an interview and crying and telling all his men, I paid for his apartment. I did it. I bought his. That's what bitter baby moms do.
Wow, so you don't feel bad for Young Thug? Like he's invested all of this energy into making Gunna a huge star, and when the push came to shove for Gunna to, stay loyal and show love, it seems like Young Thug was expecting a different result.
Let me tell you something. If Mr. Thug is saying, thanks Dex, if Mr. Thug is saying that he saw the red flags years ago and he showed himself years ago, let me explain something to you. Only bitter women try to change their man. If you saw that years ago, why didn't you leave? Why didn't you? Not only did you not leave, you stayed. And you figured he's a good man. He's a good man, Savannah, and I got to do what I got to do to save him. Yeah. Absolutely not. That's on you. And we're not upset. I'm not angry with nobody. You get out here. You telling all my business. That you get what you get.
Well, Eric, Gunna has Young Thug said that Gunna has not at all even talked to him, reached out. He said at one point, and I watched it, it was 3 hours. It was a 3 hour long date.
Yeah, 3 hours. Look at that.
Yeah, over multiple days.
Because he's not doing no meaningful work.
Meaningful work. Research for the show. I had to. 3 hours interview. He also, what was I talking about? Y'all made me lose my train of thought. He mentioned that damn it, y'all made me lose my thought on air. This is crazy.
You were your heart really
it was a 3 hour interview.
Wow, y'all really made me lose my train of thought. Okay, let's reset. Do you think that Gunna's wrong and how? Oh, that's what he said. Gunna never reached out to Young Thug to even explain. He said his dad, Young Thug's dad, put Gunna and Young Thug in a group chat together. And inside of that group chat, Young Thug was saying, why the hell did he put me in this group chat with this rat? And that's what he said in the interview with Bank. And so he said that was that was Gunna's chance to say something, and Gunna still didn't even say anything inside of the chat as to why he did it. He's never gotten an explanation. He's never even talked to Gunna since he's exited jail. There's been no explanation, given as to why he claimed that, or signed that deal that said that YSL was a gang. Do you feel like he handled that wrong?
Who, Gunna?
Yes, Gunna.
No, I don't. I mean, it's so funny that everybody's calling Gunna a rat, but Gunna is the one that's been silent through the whole thing.
Young Thug saying that's strategic because he taught him to be that way.
Oh, well, girl. I mean, he playing his role then.
He's keeping
what
I'm saying. As you want to
say. He keeping it pure, whatever you want to call it. He ain't out here ratting. He ain't out here having multiple conversations, ratting and doing all this other stuff. Yo, Young Thug is the one that came out and was a whole chatty patty. Yo, Gunna came out and got right back to business, making music and making albums. Young Thug then came out and got out of jail and just turned into a whole chatty patty.
Well, he's having trouble. He was supposed to release his album, but he just doesn't have that balance, in order to do that because he doesn't have his twin. You would understand, Eric, if I somehow betrayed you, you wouldn't be able to live on.
What? We gonna put one foot in front of the other. We gonna keep it pushing, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I might drop a 10 in silence, but I ain't gonna crawl up in the bed and die.
You're not gonna go for 3 hours. You're not gonna go for 3 hours.
I don't know. I don't even have a therapist, so I ain't got nobody to talk to for 3 hours. Talk about some shit like that. This is crazy.
Well, I mean, the record shows you ain't got to have no therapist. Sit down on the couch with somebody bald headed and tell all your business.
They'll do that. First Yanla, now Bank.
I listen. They say energy is not killed or destroyed.
All right, we have to move to a little different segment because we gotta. All right, I want you to hit it. Let's talk about Diddy. His appeal centers his appeal centers on one word: prostitute. Diddy's lawyers argue that his conviction should be thrown out because prosecutors expanded that definition of prostitute way beyond what the law actually says. He says that the government leaned on the idea that consensual adult relationships or even exchanging intimacy for lifestyle perks could be framed as prostitution, and the defense says that that's simply not what the statute covers. Here's the kicker. His attorneys also claim that the conviction trampled on First Amendment protections, basically saying that private sexual expression was criminalized. So this isn't just about Diddy, it's about how we define sex work in the eyes of the law and how far the government can go in prosecuting high-profile figures. Eric, do you think this is going to get anywhere? Will Diddy get out because of this little loophole?
Man, Diddy is not getting out. Man, now see, this is true. Where's my twin at, man? Where's Dex at? You know what I'm saying? Because me and Dex dissected this whole trial. Man, Diddy is not going nowhere, man. Diddy going back to court October 3rd or whatever that date is, and he gonna get sentenced to his 4 or 5 years in jail, and we're gonna keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? It might become case law in another case, but it ain't gonna help Diddy in no kind of way.
Okay, there we go on that one. I appreciate that. Now, let's talk about what went down in Buffalo, New York. During the Ravens' loss to the Buffalo Bills, Lamar Jackson and wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins were on the sideline when a fan reached over and slapped their helmets. Lamar reacted in the moment and gave a shove back to the fan, as you can see here in the picture. Now, that fan has been banned from every NFL stadium, but the NFL is also reviewing Lamar Jackson's response to decide if he should face discipline. So here's the question. Was Lamar just standing up for himself, or should he have kept his cool? Will, what you think? Non-biased opinion.
Well, I think that the fans are getting a little carried away, if you ask me. They're going to ruin the game, right? Back in the day, when we used to watch wrestling, you used to get real close and you used to be able to reach out and touch. And then people started getting carried away with they throwing, the beer bottles and all kinds of nonsense. And guess what? Now the ring is 400 feet away from the nearest fan. Exactly. And so they ruined wrestling. Right? They about to ruin it. They're going to put a little cage up. It's going to be a little net or something. And that's going to be the end of it. I think Lamar Jackson reacted the way I would have reacted. You keep your hands off of me. You're not a part of the game. Be up there in the stands and give us a woo or a boo.
I mean, because you can even see when he hit DeAndre first. Sorry to interrupt. You can see even the way he hit DeAndre here, like he pushes his head. Like it's the same fan who pushes Lamar later and Lamar like.
And now you mad because I'm 400 pounds of muscle and I broke your collarbone because you thought you was 140 pounds and could smack me in the head. Absolutely not.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. All right. Last but not least,
you are a fan. Get over there.
Last but not least, I think it's our first time talking about Charleston White on the show. Interesting enough. He was invited to speak at Tougaloo College, an HBCU in Mississippi, highest crime rate of Republican states, by the way. But the appearance did not go as planned. During his lecture, he dismissed the importance of HBCUs, and that did not sit well with students at Tougaloo. The crowd turned on him immediately, booed him, and ultimately chastised and then chased him off of campus. Here's video from Charleston White.
I gotta fight because I ain't got time to debate because this is what happened. We go back and forth. The old man say two black people don't have no business hanging with each other. Why? Because all they're going to do is argue and squabble. When they get through arguing, squabbling, and debate, they ain't going to build nothing. They're not going to produce nothing. They're not going to manufacture nothing. They're not going to create nothing. So why you talk to black people?
We're not arguing, Mr. White.
We need plans. We need resources.
And that's what we need about how to do.
We're not coming with alternative debate. Let's go. All y'all debating for. All y'all debating for. Get some goddamn money. Big dog. face. Y'all gotta listen. Y'all got an educated scholar, college educated nigga talking street talk, criminal talk. I wasted my time. Most educated game, not a goddamn thing, nothing. I thought I was talking to children. I'm arguing with adults. What would you do?
Why are you walking away from your people? Why are you walking away?
I'm down by my people.
Mr. White.
The white fuck my people. I don't give a damn about my people.
You right there, bro. You right here. Charles.
They wasted my time bringing me here. They wasted my motherfucking time. Damn, man. Fucking with me about my people. Y'all don't even care about y'all people. Go talk to your grandmama then. They wasted my time. Fuck racism. I don't believe in racism.
Get that card to Mr. White, big
I
dog.
don't believe in man. I don't believe in
God bless y'all, man. You too.
Man, I don't give a damn about no HCU. I went to a white school.
And you're now at an HBCU.
I don't give a fuck about an HBCU.
Well, why are you here?
Because they brought me here by mistake. Hey, bro. I didn't know I was coming.
Let's go.
I didn't know I was coming. I didn't know I was coming to this.
But you still came.
Damn. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
You over here, bro.
This is crazy.
He must have lost his twin as well, huh?
Right. This is crazy.
We lose.
Little twin. Where his twin at? Goodness gracious, he's hurt.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how ignorant was that whole experience?
Oh, you quit that. That was the most ignorant.
That was a 10 plus. I mean, actually, what's the name of that college? Is it like what's the name of the college? Tougaloo? Was that like the local rec center or something? Because it was like 8 people there. Like,
I mean, there wasn't nobody showing up in no Charleston White. Like, what are you looking for? It's confusing. I don't understand the premise of even booking him in the first place for something like that. It's ridiculous.
He's ignorant, right? But that was the next level.
Yeah, it was definitely the next level. Bill, sorry, now Bill's not here. Here he's actually back. Do you think, Bill, I'm gonna go to you. Do you think that, because you did see the clip, do you think that Charleston White is a good person to have for alternative opinions on HBCU campuses, much as like somebody like Ben Shapiro would be on the white campus?
Absolutely not. Like, what are we talking? Like, what? I wholeheartedly believe that you only define better people. There are better people out there to get from whom you can get opinions. Charleston White, like, is that? I mean, is that where Tougaloo is these days?
Right. Correct.
Charleston, what? Like, y'all ain't got no accreditation either, huh?
Is this more of an indictment on Tougaloo or Charleston White?
It's an indictment on the entire state of Mississippi,
with the highest crime rate per capita.
Clearly the highest crime rate per capita, and 50% of the people in Mississippi have
what?
The gift that keeps on giving. 50%.
Transmissible. Okay. A transmissible state.
And so I think it speaks to more, like, y'all gotta go. Like, the entire university has to go. Who was in charge of this? Was it the SGA president? Because you're out of here. We need to have an emergency election today.
I forgot Dex was from Mississippi.
Oh, well, you need to get on down there and save them people.
Ty, as an educator, would you ever book someone in the vein of Charleston White in order to speak as a different, opinion for a student body?
I don't think anybody who was like an educator booked this guy. I think this is a student body president or some person. And I don't think the people who were bringing him knew who he was, or knew that this level of controversy would come to the campus. It looked like a very, very small event. Maybe like a club brought him in.
Right.
Like an identity club?
Yeah, like a cultural club or Black Student Union, or I guess they don't have those at HBCU. So I don't know what club this is, but it wasn't like a room full of people. He got chased down by like 6 people.
It was like, right.
This seems like one campus club brought him in. I don't think anyone knew he was there.
Eric, as someone who's a fan of Charleston White's work,
don't give me that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay,
don't do that.
My bad. I knew you were familiar though. Embarrassing or no?
Yeah, it was definitely embarrassing all the way around. I mean, like I said, it looked like they were like in like a local cafeteria, rec center, something. And
A
like
mess
six people
hall?
were chasing behind. Like people, like it was people, like six people were chasing behind him, man. Like what it was
Bill,
like, that was crazy.
Bill, do you think the U.S. Army will be interested in having Charleston White speak to the recruits?
I can tell you one thing: Charleston White will not sniff the recruits of the United States Army. Okay, and if they do, it's because he's in the gas chamber being punished.
No.
I got a question. I got a question.
Take it back.
Let me clarify.
Please.
The gas chamber is an event that all soldiers go through in order to prepare themselves in case they find themselves in a C-burn reaction. That stands for chemical, biological, radiological, or nuclear warfare. That's what I meant. And that's the section of the show.
I didn't know if you would be able to clean that up, but you did.
Don't you worry. Clean it up good because that's what I was talking about.
Thank you.
Okay.
The clarification. They bombing niggas.
That's crazy.
The bathroom. I was on my third date with this guy I've been crushing on. We're hanging out at his place, watching a movie. He's dressed normal, jeans, t-shirt, nothing unusual. At one point, he heads to the bathroom. A few minutes later, I suddenly remember I left my lip gloss. Oh, please. I left my lip gloss in there from earlier when I washed my hands. Without thinking, I opened the door and walked straight into a scene I will never unsee.
When she put that lip gloss on, she was trying to get into something.
I wanted to get a little peek. He's on the toilet completely naked. Not just pants down naked, but full on stripped. Shirt, socks, everything. He looks up, totally unbothered, and just goes, "Oh, hey. Yeah, I always poop naked. It's more comfortable." Then he finishes up, puts all his clothes back on, and comes back like it's the most normal thing in the world. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there trying to figure out if I just discovered some universal male secret ritual or if I started dating a very unique man. Do other guys actually do this, or is he just on his own island here? And bigger question, should I chalk this up to a harmless quirk, or is this a red flag in the making? I'm going to speak on behalf of everybody. You are the red flag.
Why is she the red flag?
I'm going to tell you why. There are several men that poop completely naked because it's more comfortable. That's number one. So we're going to go ahead and put that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and shelf that. Okay, any man that's ever pooped naked knows.
But wait, let's clarify this. Okay,
I'm going to tell you why she's a red flag. Okay. At the time that man walked into the bathroom, you had to have waited. If he's on the toilet naked, that means you waited for him to be good and in that bathroom to where you thought you'd get you a little sneak peek. You was going to get in there tipping and dipping. You was going to get in there and you could sniggle and giggle. And you walked in and saw something you thought you shouldn't have seen, because what you should have been doing was minding your business. Instead, you were being a little fast in the tail. And my grandmother used to tell me you got to stay away from heifers. And you might be one of the mannish ones. Because why would you walk in that bathroom while that man was in there?
She didn't know. She went to get her lip gloss. She wanted to.
Where did she think he was?
Them lips was dry the whole movie, and now all of a sudden you got to go moisturizing up your lips. You had to do that while he was in the bathroom? Yeah, okay.
I will say this. The only time I've ever pooped completely naked was when there was a problem. Like there was something going on biologically that I needed the air to hit every corner of my body. It's not something that I do often, but in emergency situations, if you have to take off your clothes, there's a reasoning behind it. So maybe he was going through something where he felt he was going to pass out. Because it happens.
I mean, it's not really here. I would hate to be single in this new dating era, because if you think that was a red flag because he likes to go poop naked, that is one of the most ridiculous things, in my opinion, that I think I've ever heard in the red flag dating story. Who gives a crap? how he decides to use the bathroom. Also, I just wouldn't do it.
It would be alarming though if you didn't walk in and you're
alarmed. You're in somebody else's business.
But
we're deep in other people's business. We are to be alarmed because it's not your business. Deep. You're not supposed to be there. So yes, you're alarmed.
I need a little bit more context. So they're in a public setting.
No, she's at his house.
At his house. At his
home.
They're
at his home. Oh, okay. That's a little different. I mean, hey, she like you said, she wanted to get a little something. She wanted to get a little something in, and walked in and saw, hey, he was
you guys
ready.
Don't believe at all that she just left her lip gloss and wanted to make sure that it was applied properly before she saw him.
Me neither. It's funny how comfortable he was. He didn't even flick him off. He thought, "Oh, I do this sometimes." She found herself a winner. She better shut up. Take that, man.
That's what you better do. Because he didn't cover up. He said, "Oh, hey." Marry that man today.
Yeah, they was on some straight Netflix and chill type situation.
And she said this is date number 3. Right. Sir, if you watch this show at all, she's the red flag. You deserve better, King. Save yourself.
But she didn't mention the stench. She just mentioned the nakedness was a surprise.
Do you want? He's defecating. He is ridding his body of excess waste. I don't know if you've ever smelled waste anywhere at all in the world, but it is not roses and sunshines and Louis Vuitton lemons. That's not what it smells like, dear.
Who's taking a date number 2 on date? Who's taking a number 2 on date 3? Dex said. I mean, it happens. You know, it happens, man. It happens.
Especially
if you're at my house. You know what I mean? If you're at my crib, you know what I mean? If I gotta take a dump, I'm gonna take a dump. You know.
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna take a dump.
You can't go holding up them bowels because
you're right.
Because now it's on the
dangerous.
couch.
That's dangerous.
On the couch.
All right. Please wrap us up.
I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. If you have a loved one and you're 4 dates in and they've decided to defecate all over your date night, we want to hear from you. Do send us a letter at www.brotalklive.com/questions. Jason?
So press record and let you feel me.
All right, it is time for the clip segment of the show. This is a segment of the show where we pick a winner, funniest clip of the night. The category tonight is natural response. Natural response. People, completely natural responses. We're going to see which one should move on to the end of year Bro Talk Live Awards, which is happening in just 2 months now, guys. 3 months. I gave us an extra one. 3 months. At the end of the year in December. All right, so let's move on. Number 1, beef rib.
But look here, this is beef bone. I want to make sure y'all see the clarity on it. Look, I told you, destination, one in the nation, that what we do down here, I was trying to show y'all something I couldn't even show it. So I'm gonna try it this way. That kind of stuff I live for.
What was that last word?
That's stuff I live for.
He lived for it. Okay, Unc is too thrilled with that rib. You hear?
I love when he just drop it. You hear that little thud.
But look here, this is beef bone. I want to make sure y'all see the clarity on it. Look, I told you.
I told you. I told you.
We got top back. That's what you want to say. All right, number 2. What do we got? Oh, next up we have Uncle. So this a man is teasing this other gentleman. I guess he's in Europe. It looks like London, maybe France. You could tell me, Bill. You've been all around the world. All around the world, ho. Area codes. This man says that he knows this man. He's his uncle, and he's come to destroy him. I think that's what he said. Check it out.
Uncle is working. Uncle.
Uncle, what's your name?
What's up?
What's your name? I've been come from Africa to destroy you.
Why? Why
For the sacrifice.
Sacrifice for what?
Sacrifice for you.
Jesus!
Yes! Yes! Yes, it's working! Yes, it's working! Yeah! Uncle, come back! It's working, Uncle! Uncle, it's working! Uncle! Ah! Uncle! Show you. Yes.
They're in England. They're absolutely in London.
They look like London, yeah. Yeah, look like London. Yorkshire.
I'd have beat him with whatever was in that bag. Boy, do I have a curse for you.
I'm kept himself in shape though, because he ran good. He didn't slow down at all. That's why you gotta stay in shape. This cast an extemporaneous spell on you. You got to go. He ran good.
Got the hell up out of there. Uncle.
You got up out of there.
That was a good one.
All right, next up, we have F-bomb.
Holding offense, number 64, 10-yard penalty.
It seems to be the common opinion here. Oh, it's a feeling. It's a feeling.
Oh, that boy was flu. You hear?
Natural response, though. You false start on 60.
Holding offense, number 64, 10-yard penalty.
And watch, the ref was out
That
of
was
the
his
game.
natural.
First down, he was like,
That was his natural response.
"Go ahead, turn it off."
He didn't even finish the call. Just gave him the one. All right. Last but not least, we have Excuse Me.
I was sexually abused as a child. I mean, that's not an easy thing.
You must have been an attractive young gentleman.
What?
Just I'm gonna leave you with one last thing because we have to hop up. But
what? Excuse me.
I'd have smacked him so quick.
That would have been your natural reaction to smack.
Yeah, I'd have smacked him so quick, man.
I was sexually abused as a child. I mean, that's not an easy thing.
you must have been an attractive young gentleman.
What?
Just I'm gonna leave you with one last thing because we have to hop up. But
Like,
I'm gonna leave. We gotta hop
What's
up.
the one last thing he left him with? Because what?
Excuse me.
I got whatever it is. I got to leave you here.
Yeah, right.
What do you mean by that?
He's
All right. What's the natural response? Beef rib. Excuse me. That was that last one. The F-bomb. Or, sorry, what was that?
The spell.
What was the other one?
The spell.
Oh, yes, the spell. Uncle.
I'm going with Uncle.
Uncle? Uncle?
Yeah, Uncle.
That demonic work.
That demonic work.
Uncle, it's working! Uncle! Uncle, what's your name?
What's up?
What's your name? I've been come from Africa to destroy you.
Why?
For the sacrifice.
Sacrifice for what?
Sacrifice for you.
Jesus!
Yes! Yes, it's working! Yes, it's working! Yeah! Uncle, come back! It's working, Uncle! Uncle, it's working! Uncle! Ah! Uncle! Show you. Yes.
Yeah, I'd have beat him so bad with them blue bags. I'm
telling you.
I like at the end when that man was trying to act all tough. He said, "The summer."
Listen, because you know where they from. They know that them people don't fool around. Okay.
I'd have beat him with them. I'd have beat him with them blue bags so bad.
That's what I'm saying.
He'd have been running from me.
You coming up to me talking so much? I'm getting out of here too.
You would have smacked him with the bags.
Yeah, it'd have been the other way around because I'd have beat him so bad with them bags. He'd have been running from me, bro.
I've been beating on him and pleading the blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus.
With an African accent.
Yeah, whatever.
Heavy African London English accent.
Okay. All right. Time to move to seats.
Listen, it's been a fun show, right, guys? We're almost done now.
It has.
Yeah, we had a good time today. I hope you all had a good time with us. But we're gonna wrap this thing up with seats. Does anyone have a seat today?
My seat's gonna go to Dex because we would have never we're only 10 minutes over and we started 15 minutes late. So the thing here is that this is all Dex's fault.
Not too much on Dex in his absence.
Your little twin talk too much.
Yeah,
oh man, no man, we're not gonna do that to my best. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that to my best friend, man. Dex is missed, bro.
I think
we're not gonna.
No, he's missed, but I think we need to trim the fat, Bill.
Ooh,
absolutely.
Like no offense.
You dragged it. Okay, the only time fat needs trimming is on my 600-pound life. That's it.
All right, no, I'm just playing. We do need Dex back. Makes the show great. My seat. Do I have one? I don't think I. No, I gave the Walmart seat. I gave the people who wring their hair out.
Walmart always needs a seat.
Walmart literally always needs a seat. If ever there's a Walmart,
I do have a seat for Walmart because why do y'all sell Reebok apparel? Not to say that we wouldn't take Reebok as a sponsor, but like their stuff is like awful. Like I was going there to look for a pair of gym shorts, and I'm like, this looks ridiculous. Like I'm not gonna walk into the gym with Reebok plastered across my thigh.
Yeah,
like,
same thing. I needed like some t-shirts, and I'm like, oh, I wanted some like loops because they're a little bit better than John's coming to pack. So I pick it up. I'm like, oh, this is nice quality. I fling that thing on that Reebok. It was ridiculous. It was so aggressive.
Like, why are y'all selling y'all products so hard? Like, give me a little symbol, I might wear it. But you got like the whole REE on one side of the leg and BOK. Like, what does Reebok even mean? Like, I've never thought about it until I saw it. But what the hell is that? What does Reebok mean?
I don't know, but the girls say you can do your footsies the Reebok way, okay?
And they'll be selling them little high socks that they used to bunch down at the bottom when they used to wear them Reebok high tops with them straps.
Only the ones that used to play that double dutch.
And them skippets.
The very best thing of all, put a counter right on your ball.
Yeah, them girls used to wear Reeboks and do double dutch and play with skippets.
It was heavy. Wow. And they were Reeboks with them little beads in their hair to match, with them little bamboo earrings with they
like Venus Williams.
Wow. So we dragging Reeboks today, huh?
I know Jason has ruined the potential.
Right.
We love Reebok, and I've never seen.
We love Reebok. We do support Angel Reese.
I've never seen it. As a matter of fact, I have Reeboks on right now.
No, you don't.
I'll prove it.
I'm just saying, I appreciate Reebok, but y'all need to come with something just a little less aggressive, like that. REEBOK.
So like do some rebranding, like a nice little subtle
like the AI Reebok was hot, like when they just had the symbol, you know what I'm saying? There was really nothing to it, that's what it was. We don't need to know the spelling. We know how to spell Reebok. Okay, we get it. That's it. That's my seat.
That's a good one. Anybody else have a seat before we wrap up?
Nope.
This one.
I really do have a seat. And it's for the city of Philadelphia. Well, all major urban cities. And here's
Big Blue.
Here's why. I don't like traffic, okay? And when I was in school, I did a little research on traffic lights to understand why really traffic exists.
You should have become a city planner.
And that is a good job.
I should. I am very agitated that the city changes the times of lighting of the lights around the course of the city to create traffic.
What do you mean by that?
So let's say that each light cycle is 2 minutes long, right? So like, or 2 minutes is a long time, but let's say 2 minutes, right? So you sit at a red light, like you're driving, the scales in the road, senses your car, and the green goes to yellow, yellow goes to red, and you sit there for 2 minutes. The lights literally wait until cars pile up.
It's not like sensor activated or anything like that.
They're sensor activated on a timer. So once the sensors send the signals to the light box, then the time starts, and then you have a pile up long ways down the street, and then once it realizes through the street, bling, and then the cars can go. That is the most aggravating thing in the world, and y'all need to stop doing that. Traffic is a man-made thing by the city. I don't know for what reason. Probably to make people angry so I can fill up in prisons. I don't like it, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop. That's the bottom line.
All employed to fill up the private prisons.
What else could it be? Like, what else could you be getting traffic for? Like, for what other reason could it be? Like,
maybe it's just your way. Is there a way that you can like propose a change? Do you have to go to city council meetings and speak up? And, like, get in that little microphone?
I'm gonna make a phone call. I'm gonna make a phone call. Well, I text her and wish her happy birthday today, but I'm gonna call the mayor tomorrow because I need to understand what's going on.
Did she say something back? Did she acknowledge you?
I don't even know, to be honest. Let me see.
No, she didn't.
Cheryl ain't acknowledge?
No.
Cheryl? What you call it, Cheryl?
Sure. How about I didn't even wish her happy birthday? Oh, that's on me.
Oh, see, you ain't even do it. Don't even got to. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Like at night, the lights are green for long periods of time, and when you're rolling up on a red light, it turns green. Explain to me why y'all got to change it in the daytime. Make the lights green.
It's a rough practice, but people have degrees in that, so I implore you to explore.
Degrees don't mean nothing. School ain't helping nobody nothing. Okay, they need everybody going down to the welfare.
Eric, do you have anything? Have you visited a Cracker Barrel since the last time we talked to you?
I told you last week, brother. I don't go to no restaurant with the word cracker in it. So
okay.
No, I haven't been there.
It's a personal offense to you. Okay.
No, I haven't been there.
Noodles and Company, would you do that?
What is that?
Noodles and Company? Is that something you
that's too white for me. I don't eat no noodles and company.
No, noodles are in every heritage, as we all know. There's spaghetti, there is lo mein, there is fettuccine.
Sounds like you got too much time on your hands, brother.
Okay. Anything else for seats? We good?
That's good.
All right, thank you guys for your interest. For Dex, for Ty, for Bill, for Eric, this has been another edition of Bro Talk Live. Thank you guys for tuning in on another Tuesday night with the crew. Don't forget to subscribe to us on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram at Bro Talk Live. We'll see you guys next week, but don't forget to like and subscribe to us on all those platforms. Peace out. Boom.